Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. In today's video, I just like to share with you guys my favorite card from my collection. There's a bunch of really cool cards inside of my collection, and I know people ask me what my favorite card is. It's kind of hard to pick a favorite card because if you've ever collected cards, it's kind of like having kids, you know, you can't pick a favorite. They're all really cool. These are the cards that I absolutely love looking at every single day. They always bring a smile to my face and I love owning them. There's a ton of value in simply having ownership of some of these cards, so I'd love to share it with you guys. First up, one of my favorite pieces from my collection, I have the complete Scream promo set completely framed up. You guys don't see these in the background because they're framed up in a different location inside of my house, but these are absolutely super cool, gorgeous looking cards, and they are actually surprisingly affordable for some of these cards. I think the Rowlet is definitely the most affordable of the bunch. I think the Rowlet in a PSA 10 is a $400 to $500 card, so not super expensive, but I do know the Pikachu and the Mimikyu can get pretty spicy in terms of a price, but this complete set framed up looks absolutely gorgeous, and I do believe these are amazing art pieces in general. So if you're in the market for some really cool cards, these are going to look absolutely amazing on display. One of my favorite items inside of my collection is having the complete PSA 10 set of these. I actually don't really know what the price is on these cards because I don't track them on a day-to-day basis anymore, but I do know where we can track the prices of these, and that is on the Collector app, which is the sponsor of today's video. Collector is my go-to app for keeping track of my entire Pokemon card collection. They give me up-to-date insight on the value of my collection, the population report on all of these cards, as well as allowing me to easily scan any card to find what set it is from. The Collector app is a must-have tool for any collector, no matter how new or experienced you are. It's super intuitive, and the fun part is that you can show off your entire collection to friends and peers. That's right, if you want to see my whole entire collection, including all these cards, you can click the link down in the description and see every card I have, as well as my entire collection's value. The crazy thing is, I think my collection's value has gone up by like $18,000 in the last 3 months, and I don't think I really added much to it. That's pretty wild. Thank you again to Collector for sponsoring today's video, and follow me on the Collector app if you want to be updated whenever I add a card to my collection. A more recent addition to my collection has got to be the complete Crown Zenith set of the gold VSTAR cards. I think these look absolutely amazing. And the only one from the set, actually I pulled 2 cards from the set. I did pull myself a copy of the Palkia VSTAR, but I graded it, came back as a PSA 8. And these other cards I had to pick up as graded copies from a card show recently, but we got an amazing deal on them. We got ourselves the Arceus VSTAR, we got ourselves the Giratina VSTAR. This card I actually pulled myself, which I'm very, very happy about because I really wasn't able to pull much from Crown Zenith, like of the top hit cards, because I cracked open a ton of Crown Zenith packs, but I wasn't able to pull too many cards. But we did pull this Giratina VSTAR, and it did came back as a PSA 10, so I'm very, very happy about that. As soon as I got the Giratina VSTAR, I knew I wanted the complete set, so we did go out of our way. We grabbed the whole entire set from the card show. There were a lot of different vendors that had different copies of these cards, and we negotiated a really good deal for the Origin Form Palkia, Dialga, and the Arceus, so I was able to get a complete set now, and these were significantly more affordable than what the complete set is going for on the open market nowadays. I mean, just the Giratina VSTAR is super duper expensive, so I'm really happy with these sets, and we're talking about modern art cards. Like, these gold cards look amazing. As far as art cards go, I would say these are easily S-tier cards in terms of just beautiful art design, and they kind of remind me of the Sistine Chapel or Michelangelo's kind of art style. I'm not sure if that's what's going for, but they do have kind of a creationism kind of feeling and vibe to them. I'm not an art critic, but I can enjoy art, and I can tell you these cards are going to look great to a 5-year-old, to an 80-year-old. Anyone who's looking at these cards, regardless of age, are going to enjoy looking at them. My next favorite piece inside of my collection has got to be my Mario Pikachu set. I used to have a couple of set of these, and I've slowly been selling them off to afford all kinds of other stuff, such as selling a set to purchase my home, and then selling a set to fund my podcast. These have been really nice as an easy way to just fund all kinds of different stuff. So yeah, Pokemon card collecting can definitely help you support all kinds of cool stuff inside of your life as well. And I'm a prime example of that. This is actually my final a Mario Pikachu set, and these cards are actually really nice. I know that the Umbreon VMAX, the Moonbreon, is actually getting pretty close to the Luigi in terms of price. The mini ones, the Chibi Mario and Luigi, these are pretty affordable. I think these are going for under $1,000, and by far the most pricey of the whole entire set has got to be the Mario Pikachu itself. I think this card is closer to a $7,000 card. Of course, the collector app is going to tell me exactly how expensive it is, as well as the population report. But I think these cards are actually kind of underrated considering the amount of copies of them there are out there. But once Pokemon cards reach a certain price point, they're not going to climb much higher. These cards are already pricey, right? The Luigi is going for $4,000. The Mario, I think, is going for $6,000 or $7,000. At a certain price point, they're not going to climb much more, right? These cards are probably not going to be a $10,000 or $20,000 price point, because at a certain price, people just find it too ridiculous and they won't pay. So something like the Umbreon VMAX actually being at $3,000 is a really interesting price point, because at a certain price point, people will not spend more. You know, it just becomes kind of ridiculous to start spending $4,000 or $5,000 on certain cards, but I've been wrong before, so it'll be interesting to see where those cards definitely go. My next favorite piece inside of my collection has got to be the Japan Post promo cards. I think, once again, these look really artistically pleasing. The box itself is not a great display item, but I do think the promo cards look amazing. Like, these are true art cards right here. And the crazy thing is that I think the Van Gogh, the Great Felt Hat Pikachu, is actually contesting some of these Japan Post promo cards in terms of price, which is kind of wild because I think these are way cooler and they are way harder to find than the Great Felt Hat Pikachu. But that's just how speculation goes sometimes. Some of the cards that go up are just really speculative cards rather than truly being like rare cards. Not that the Great Felt Hat Pikachu is a bad card. It looks really cool as well. But if you're looking for other art-specific cards, I do think the Beauty Looking Back Pikachu, the Swooping Cramorant card, as well as the Scream promo cards, they really match the Great Felt Hat Pikachu in terms of art design, and these two specifically are not that expensive. And I do think the stamps in the background look really great as well. These are actual Japanese stamps, by the way. They are Pokemon cards that became Japanese stamps. So these are actual stamps that you can actually put on a Japanese letter and mail off, which I think is really, really neat. I think just these alone are pretty expensive as well. The final group of cards that I would never consider selling has got to be my Cosplay Pikachu cards. These are some of my absolute favorite cards of all time, and I can't really pick a favorite amongst all of them, but they all look super, super cool, and I love Pikachu promo cards, and a big portion of why I love Pikachu promo cards is how unique they all are. Every single Pikachu promo card looks super, super unique, and there's a ton of them. There's so many Pikachu promo cards. Once you go down that rabbit hole, oh boy, there are so many different copies. We got stand-up comedian Pikachu. We got ourselves Easter Pikachu. That's right, if you didn't know, the Pokemon Company actually created a card for Easter, and we got ourselves the Easter Pikachu card here. It's super adorable. It's actually a female Pikachu, if you know that, based on the tail. Great looking card. We also got ourselves the super dapper flannel gentlemanly Pikachu. This one also one of my personal favorite. There's just so many cool Pikachu promo cards. They're super adorable. They have a ton of personality to them, and this is just a very small portion of my collection. I have a ton more Pikachu promo cards, but this is definitely some of the cards that I would never consider selling. I mean, all these cards are Japanese exclusive too. You cannot find them in English. Look at this card. It's got a Cramorant swallowing Pikachu. And look at that Pikachu's face. These cards are just amazing. Absolutely lovely cards. And I really enjoy having them inside of my collection. And so these are my favorite cards inside of my collection that I would never ever consider selling. Hope you guys enjoy seeing a peek at some cool cards. Some of these cards I have in storage. Other cards I have on different displays that are not in the background. So you don't really get to see all these pieces all that often. But I definitely wanted to share a piece of my collection with you guys, especially right now with so much negativity going on. I thought this would be a different kind of vibe to talk about some of these cards. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you have some other cool cards inside of your collection, leave me a comment and I'll be sure to read it. I would love to hear what your favorite cards inside of your collections are. Thank you so much, and thank you again to Collector for sponsoring today's video. I'll see you guys next time.